Did you know that by simply eating the right three foods every day, your long-time weak and tired legs can be revived, becoming stronger than ever? It might sound like a fairy tale, but it's actually happening in kitchens across many American households. Some people thought they had to accept living with painful knees, unsteady steps, and difficulty sitting and standing. They believed it was just a part of getting older and couldn't be changed. But then something miraculous happened. After just a few weeks of changing their diet and adding a few simple exercises at home, their bodies suddenly felt lighter, their steps more stable, and their posture straighter, without needing expensive medications. I'll always remember what one elderly woman shared with me. She thought she would have to rely on her children for the rest of her life because her legs were so weak. But after sticking to this new routine for a while, she could go to the grocery store, take care of herself, and no longer needed anyone to help her. Her legs no longer shook when she climbed stairs, and she didn't wake up at night due to cramps or knee pain anymore. It may sound simple, but not everyone knows how to use these three foods properly to maximize their benefits. Many people don't realize that what we eat every day not only nourishes our bodies, but also quietly determines whether we can continue moving forward or will have to stop due to weakness and fear of falling. This video will reveal exactly what these three foods are, how to eat them to maximize their benefits, and why they are so incredibly powerful for muscles and nerves. Let's start with a fruit that's extremely familiar to every American household, the banana. In almost every kitchen, you'll find a bunch of ripe, golden bananas hanging quietly on the kitchen counter or in the fruit bowl. Bananas are easy to buy, easy to eat, and require no special preparation. Just peel it, and you have a nutritious, convenient snack. But did you know that this simple fruit is quietly maintaining and strengthening your legs every day? Many seniors often complain that their legs are getting weaker lately. After just a few steps, they feel tired. Climbing a flight of stairs leaves them breathless. At night, they frequently get cramps and their knees ache, feeling like they're being pricked with needles. Some have visited doctors, while others just give up, thinking it's just part of getting older. But few realize that in many cases, the cause isn't entirely age or joint problems, but a lack of essential nutrients like potassium and magnesium, minerals that are abundant in ripe bananas. I'll never forget the image of Uncle John, a retired mechanic in my neighborhood, over 70 years old. He was lean, but had bright, sharp eyes. Yet, his steps were heavy and slow. I found out that recently he had been experiencing leg cramps at night, waking up suddenly in pain, with muscle spasms running down his calves. He would have to hold his legs, groaning in pain. In the morning, he felt sluggish and didn't want to leave the house. Uncle John said his diet hadn't changed much, and he'd been walking around his house for exercise. But his legs felt increasingly weak, as if there were two stones attached to them. One morning, while we were having iced tea, I asked him if he ate bananas regularly. Uncle John smiled and said, "When I was still working, I ate bananas all the time, but since I retired, I stopped eating them, thinking they were just a snack, not really nutritious." I then told him the story of a woman from a small town in New Jersey. She also used to struggle to get up from her chair without help and suffered from nightly cramps. Her daughter advised her to eat 1 to 2 bananas every morning after drinking a warm glass of water. To her surprise, just after about 3 weeks, she could walk more steadily and didn't wake up in the middle of the night from cramps or pain. Intrigued, Uncle John decided to try. He started eating 1 ripe banana every morning, along with some unsweetened yogurt and a handful of walnuts his son bought for him. Less than a month later, Uncle John called me, sounding much happier. He said he was sleeping better, and when he woke up, his legs felt lighter, no longer heavy or tired. He even rode his bike to the local store nearly 2 miles away, to pick up breakfast without feeling exhausted. Bananas are packed with natural potassium, which is essential for regulating muscle function, preventing sudden cramps, and supporting blood circulation in the body. When our body lacks potassium, muscles can become more fatigued, tendons get strained, and sudden pain occurs. This is common for seniors, causing discomfort and insomnia. But potassium isn't the only thing bananas provide. They also contain magnesium and vitamin B6. Magnesium soothes the nervous system, helps relax muscles, and reduces stress. Vitamin B6 helps produce important neurotransmitters that improve sleep and stabilize mood. For those who suffer from chronic knee pain or stiff knees, bananas can be a gentle yet highly effective remedy. Potassium and magnesium deficiencies also affect joint flexibility and comfort. When muscles and nerves are well nourished, the pain will subside, and joints will move more smoothly. What I love about bananas is their simplicity and convenience. No complicated preparation, no heating or cooking needed. Just peel, and you have a nutritious snack. Bananas don't require us to buy them from expensive places, unlike ginseng or rare seafood. They quietly appear like a gentle friend, always there, waiting to be remembered and enjoyed. If you're not used to eating bananas in the morning, you can try combining a ripe banana with some oats, a few spoons of unsweetened yogurt, and some healthy nuts like walnuts or almonds. It makes a perfect, light meal that's full of energy and great for those wanting to improve their leg health. People with diabetes can still eat bananas, but it's best to choose less sweet varieties like plantains or unripe bananas, and avoid eating overly ripe ones. A small tip: don't eat bananas when you're too hungry, as they can sometimes cause discomfort or bloating. It's best to eat them about 30 minutes after a main meal or as a snack in between. I once heard a geriatric nutrition expert say that eating a banana at night can help seniors sleep soundly, just like the soothing sound of rain tapping on the window. When the body is replenished with enough potassium and magnesium, it naturally relaxes, and sleep comes as a reward for the gentle care from within. Sometimes, the most valuable things are right in front of us. Simple, everyday items we often overlook. A soft, fragrant banana, which seems like just a side dish, can become a long-lasting companion for aging legs. And if tomorrow, when you wake up, you can walk more steadily and with less pain just from eating a banana each day, why not start today? Next, let's talk about food number 2, yogurt, the solid foundation for bones and joints. Some people have wisely said that if muscles are the sturdy roof, then bones are the solid foundation of our body. Over time, however, this foundation begins to crack. Our bones lose their strength, and our joints start to creak when we bend them. Knees begin to ache when climbing stairs, and standing or sitting down requires support to prevent losing balance. Have you ever experienced this feeling? If you have, it might be a sign that your body is severely lacking calcium and vitamin D. Yogurt, this small snack often seen as a simple dessert or refreshing treat, is actually one of the best remedies for weak, aging legs. I want to share the story of Mrs. Emma, a 72-year-old woman who lives alone in a small neighborhood in Gresham. Mrs. Emma used to be known for her health and quick movements. Every morning, she would cook for herself, visit the market, and spend time with her friends. But recently, she began experiencing knee pain. She had trouble standing and sitting, and one time, while trying to grab something from a high shelf, she almost lost her balance and fell. That worried her a lot, and she became reluctant to do chores around the house. When I visited her, I learned that she rarely drank milk, and she didn't eat yogurt because she feared it would upset her stomach. I brought her some unsweetened yogurt and encouraged her to try it after lunch. To her surprise, she found that it didn't cause any discomfort, and it felt cooling and soothing. I then shared an interesting study from a reputable clinical nutrition journal. The study had tracked more than 4,000 elderly people over several years, and the results showed that those who ate yogurt daily had significantly higher bone density and better balance compared to those who didn't. Mrs. Emma's eyes lit up when she heard this, and she promised to start eating yogurt every day. After just a month, she called me, excited to report that her knees didn't hurt as much and climbing stairs was much easier. She even gained confidence and started walking to the nearby park to do some exercises with her friends. The beauty of yogurt lies in its easily absorbable calcium. Unlike many calcium supplements that can cause discomfort or even harm the kidneys if taken incorrectly or in excess, the calcium in yogurt is more natural and better absorbed by the body. Yogurt also contains vitamin D, a crucial element that helps the body absorb calcium. Without vitamin D, no matter how much calcium you consume, it won't be able to reach the bones. That's why many people who take calcium supplements don't notice any improvement in their bone strength. In addition to calcium and vitamin D, yogurt also contains beneficial probiotics, which nourish and balance the gut microbiome. This is particularly important for older adults who may experience digestive issues, loss of appetite, or even constipation. Yogurt helps to support digestion, making it easier for the body to absorb other nutrients and maintain overall health. Food number 3. Eggs, the building block for muscles and balance. Eggs are a staple in most American kitchens, whether in a simple breakfast dish or part of a more elaborate meal. From scrambled eggs to boiled, poached, or baked, eggs are versatile, affordable, and easy to prepare. But what many don't realize is that this small, humble food plays a huge role in maintaining muscle strength and balance, especially for older adults. I remember the story of Mr. Smith, who is 68 years old and was once a skilled carpenter in his community. He was fast on his feet, frequently climbing ladders and working hard. But recently, he started experiencing weakness in his legs. He found himself unable to stand steadily for long periods and even started to feel unsteady while walking. One day, while standing at home, he suddenly had to sit down because his knees felt as if they were going to buckle. The fear of falling made him less active, and he started staying indoors, avoiding walks or even trips to the store. I asked him if he ate eggs every day, and he said, "I've heard that eating too many eggs is bad for your heart and cholesterol, so I've been avoiding them for years." I gently explained that while eating too many eggs could potentially raise cholesterol for some people, eggs are actually a fantastic source of complete protein. They contain all the essential amino acids that our bodies need, which is especially important for those suffering from age-related muscle loss, a condition known as sarcopenia. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, which makes it harder to move, walk, and maintain balance, leading to an increased risk of falls. Eggs are like a building block for the muscles. They provide the body with essential proteins that help rebuild muscle tissue and maintain strength. In addition to protein, eggs are also rich in vitamin D, which is crucial for calcium absorption and bone health. They also contain choline, an essential nutrient that supports brain health and helps the coordination of movement, making it easier to maintain balance as we age. I suggested Mr. Smith try eating one boiled egg every morning along with some vegetables and a slice of whole grain toast. After just 1 month of incorporating eggs into his daily routine, he called me to share that his knees felt less sore, and he was able to walk around the block without needing to rest. He was even able to climb the stairs without feeling like his legs were going to give way. His confidence improved, and he started looking forward to being more active again. Eggs are easy to prepare and don't require elaborate cooking techniques. They can be boiled, scrambled, or even mixed into a smoothie for a protein boost. They are inexpensive and accessible, and best of all, they don't require a trip to expensive health food stores to find. For those who are concerned about cholesterol, Eating just the egg whites can still provide a high dose of protein without the added fat. Dear friends, after learning how to nourish your legs from the inside with 3 precious foods, bananas, yogurt, and eggs, it's time to add one more key element to complete the foundation of your health. Many people think that simply eating well and supplementing their diet will make their legs stronger again. But the truth is, just adding food without proper movement is like having bricks and mortar but not building the house. It all stays still and doesn't reach its full potential. Especially after the age of 60, when muscles and joints begin showing signs of aging, they need to be awakened by gentle yet consistent movements. A lack of exercise will cause muscles to shrink, joints to stiffen, blood circulation to weaken, and legs to become even weaker over time. I remember visiting Mrs. Linda, 64 years old, who lives in a small town in the Midwest. She told me that lately her legs have been weak. Her knees would creak when she climbed stairs, and her calves felt like they were tightening up. She thought it was just a part of getting old and that she had to accept it. She started to rest more and avoid moving, but too much rest only made her more sluggish and her joints become stiffer. I shared with her some simple exercises that could be done at home and showed her how to do them. After just a few weeks of consistency, Mrs. Linda called me with excitement, saying her legs felt a lot better. She could now walk to the market without the fear of falling, and she even set a goal to walk 3 kilometers every day. These kinds of stories, like Mrs. Linda's, motivate me to share 5 simple exercises that can be done at home. You don't need any fancy equipment, just a sturdy chair with a backrest and enough space in your room. The most important thing is consistency. If you commit to these exercises every day, you will see a noticeable improvement in your leg strength. Exercise 1. Standing up and sitting down. This is a very basic exercise, but it's extremely effective for strengthening the thigh muscles and improving knee flexibility. Simply sit upright at the edge of a chair with your feet firmly planted on the floor, shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath. Then use the strength of your legs to slowly stand up without using your hands for support. Hold the standing position for a few seconds, then gently sit back down. Repeat this 10 to 15 times a day. Perform it slowly and consistently, and you will feel a noticeable difference in your legs. Each time you stand up and sit down, you are adding a solid brick to the foundation of your legs. Exercise 2. Heel raises. This exercise is perfect for those who often experience calf tightness or leg cramps at night. Stand upright and hold onto the back of a chair or a table to maintain your balance. Slowly rise up onto your toes as high as you can, holding the position for 3 to 5 seconds. Then gently lower your heels back down. Repeat this about 15 times. At first, you might feel a bit of tension in your calves, but gradually they will become stronger, blood circulation will improve, and nighttime pain will subside. This exercise also helps stabilize the ankles and reduces the risk of spraining your ankle. Exercise 3. Knee bends. Although this exercise may seem simple, it has a deep impact on the knee joints, helping to keep them flexible and reduce stiffness. Stand upright, holding onto a chair or wall to keep your balance. Slowly bend one knee, bringing your heel toward your bottom without causing pain. Hold the position for a few seconds, then return to the starting position. Alternate legs and repeat 8 to 10 times for each leg. This exercise helps lubricate the knee joints, reduce pain, and increase mobility when standing or climbing stairs. Exercise 4. Leg lifts to the side. Many people with an unsteady gait or who are prone to stumbling may not realize that weak hip muscles are the cause. This exercise will help strengthen those important muscles. Stand upright and hold onto a chair or wall to balance yourself. Slowly lift one leg to the side. Not too high, just enough to feel your hip muscles working. Hold for a few seconds, then lower the leg and switch sides. Do this for 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. It helps improve your balance, gait, and reduces the risk of falling, especially when stepping over curbs or stairs. Exercise 5. Walking in place. No need to go to the park or wear athletic shoes. You can do this exercise right in the comfort of your own home. Simply stand in the middle of your room and lift each leg alternately as if walking. You can add a gentle tap to your thighs or swing your arms in rhythm to engage your entire body. This exercise helps make your leg joints more flexible, improves blood circulation, strengthens the lungs, and boosts your energy levels. Just 2 to 3 minutes of this exercise twice a day, once in the morning and again in the evening, will work wonders, especially during colder weather. These exercises may seem simple, but if you perform them consistently every day, you will start to feel your legs becoming stronger and more flexible. The key is persistence and patience. You don't need complicated equipment, just a little space and time. With regular practice, you'll notice a remarkable improvement in your leg strength, balance, and overall vitality. You don't need intense workouts, expensive gyms, or personal trainers. Just a few minutes every day, some space in your home, and a firm decision not to let your legs weaken as the years pass. When your legs are healthy, you have freedom, independence, and a full life. You'll be able to enjoy doing the things you love without limits. Dear friends, after learning how to nourish your legs from the inside with food and strengthen them with exercises, it's now time to identify the silent culprits that could destroy all our efforts. There are things we do every day without realizing they are slowly harming our legs. Many seniors still wonder why, despite eating well and exercising, their legs remain weak and unstable. The answer lies in habits that seem harmless. I remember visiting Mr. Smith, an elderly man who was very careful about his health, living in a coastal village. Mr. Smith often experienced numbness in his hands and legs, leg cramps at night, and his knees would creak. After talking with him, I discovered he was following 5 common habits that many elderly people have, which could be hindering his leg strength. Habit 1. Sitting or lying down for too long. Many people, especially after retirement, choose to rest as much as possible. But the body needs movement to maintain healthy blood circulation, lubricate the joints, and keep muscles flexible. When sitting for too long, the legs lose their reflexes, joints stiffen, and blood accumulates in the lower limbs, causing swelling and numbness. Mr. Smith was used to sitting and reading for hours, thinking it was relaxing, but unknowingly, it was weakening his legs. Habit 2. Not drinking enough water. This is a common issue, often due to fear of having to get up at night to use the restroom, which affects sleep. But dehydration reduces joint fluid, causing the joints to dry out, leading to pain and stiffness. Water is also essential for transporting nutrients to where they're needed. Even if you eat well, without enough water, your body will struggle to absorb the nutrients effectively. Many people have felt lighter and more mobile after drinking 1.5 to 2 liters of warm water each day. Habit 3. Wearing slippery or ill-fitting shoes. Did you know that many falls among seniors are caused by slippers or shoes around the house? Worn-out soles, loose straps, or slippery footwear can cause a loss of balance. A good pair of shoes doesn't have to be expensive, just comfortable, with good grip and support for the feet. Mr. Smith felt much safer walking around the house after switching to a pair of non-slip slippers. Habit 4. Cracking joints to relieve pain. Many seniors crack their knuckles or knees, thinking it gives them relief. While it may seem satisfying to hear that popping sound, it actually places unnecessary pressure on the joints, damaging the cartilage and synovial fluid. Over time, this can lead to joint instability and chronic pain. Instead of cracking, try gentle massages or slow movements to lubricate the joints naturally. Habit 5. Overuse of painkillers. Many people take painkillers whenever they feel pain, but this only masks the symptoms without addressing the root cause. Painkillers numb the pain, but the issue remains unresolved, leading to potential harm to the liver, kidneys, and stomach if used too often. Mr. Smith had been taking painkillers regularly for his leg pain, but when he stopped, he realized his knees had become severely inflamed. Dear friends, health doesn't disappear suddenly. It fades quietly through bad habits. But if you're listening to this, it means there's still time to make a change. All you need is a bit more awareness and initiative. Your legs will respond with renewed strength. Legs are not only for walking. They are the foundation of our independence, freedom, and joy in life. Start changing your habits today. No need to wait. With just a little awareness and proper care, your legs will reward you with a steady, strong foundation for the years ahead.